What's up, everybody? Good morning. Once again, elliptical. So I might speak a little more quietly right now than the past few episodes of Cardio Talk, simply because the entire family is still sleeping. This is one of the beauties of homeschooling. My kids don't have to wake up until they're ready to wake up, until they naturally arise with the morning sunshine. But Daddy typically gets up quite a bit earlier anyway. So here I go, interval 1 has begun. The first 2 minutes are the flat surface. The next 2 minutes are increasingly taller mountains. It's the way this pre-core elliptical machine, one of the cycles or circuits that I have built into it. So 2 minutes flat, 2 minutes incline, it progressively gets heavier. And again, you might see it, I'll lift my hands up a little higher on camera. I actually use the locomotion of my body, making sure my arms and legs are all pumping at the same time. Right? I really want to get my entire body into this. I'm constantly conscious of transferring all of this force through my core. But the topic of today is fat burners. What fat burners are ideal for fat loss? And fat burners fall into 2 basic categories. The first fat burner is a thermogenic. What is a thermogenic? A thermogenic is a compound that causes your idle to be slightly higher, which causes you to burn more energy. So a thermogenic is caffeine. That's an excellent thermogenic. One of the most popular, by the way. My time comes down. Back to the walk. So we have the thermogenic, which basically runs your body higher and faster, burning more total calories effectively. And then we have the other type of fat burner, which is a lipotropic. A lipotropic is intended to metabolize the fat from inside the energy cell at a higher rate, a more efficient rate. And there's a few that do a decent job of that. Theoretically, L-Carnitine would be one of the more effective, though mildly so. And I'll get to this point in a minute. So we could say caffeine is a thermogenic and L-Carnitine is a lipotropic. Now, does that mean I consider either of those fat-burning agents? Well, no. What I'm doing right now, well, this is fat-burning. This has both thermogenic and lipotropic properties. Right? The ingestibles have a poor record. Think about it for a minute. Now, I'm going to tell you my favorite fat burners. There are a few on the market. So I'm going to share those with you here in a moment. But I want to give you full disclosure. My heart rate monitor just came off. Hold on a second here, friends. Hope it still works. Oh, if I lost the... All right, come on, there we go, back up. And my incline is up also. Okay, now we're back, Arms are pumping. I'm running up the second mountain right now, by the way. Interval number 2. This will be 7 intervals today for a total of 28 minutes. But now going back, we have the thermogenic, which speeds up the metabolism, and then we have the lipotropic, which increases the release of stored fat from the fat cell. 2 different mechanisms, for sure. Now, over-the-counter products, think about it. How many fat burners have you taken, have you purchased, have you used? Has your friends and family taken, purchased, used? Have people you hear about, you see about, you read about, it pops up on your Insta feed, right? We are inundated with the ever-growing class of fat burners. But we have to ask ourselves, which one of these has actually worked? And would not the one that worked the best be the most popular? If there was a fat burner that actually burned fat in the manner that it is marketed, would that not be all the rage? Wouldn't you and I know about it? Wouldn't the creator of it be on the cover of Time magazine? On Joe Rogan's podcast 3 times per year? Right? My point is, if there was a fat burner that actually burned fat by simply taking a pill or a powder or rubbing a cream, you've seen these ones, rubbing a hemorrhoid cream effectively onto your stomach, that this in some way is supposed to enhance your fat burning. I'm sorry to say it doesn't. If it did, I would probably sell it, being a fitness professional, running a fitness company, focusing on weight management. Richard, I saw that pop up, man. Yeah, I thought, as soon as I saw that article, I thought of you. My wife actually texted it to me with like the scared, shocked face emoji. And you were the first person I thought of, my man. I hope you guys are all safe. And I can't quite read all the comments as they pop up. They kind of like pops up in a balloon, a bubble, and it fades away. So I'll read those at the end of this, at the end of the cardio talk here. But let me wrap up the loop on fat burners and then tell you which ones I think are effective and why. Get ready for the next sprint. Here we go. Hill climb coming up. So I'm starting, my heart rate was down at 114, which is, my recovery just keeps getting better and better and better. By the way, my recovery's been excellent. All right, now I'm pumping up. Locomotion, arms going, transferring force. Really trying to stay locked in here. I'm started 28 minutes down, so I'm 11 and a half minutes into this workout right now, by the way. Feel awesome, easy. Now, let's get back. So, of the fat burner quality, or the fat burning category, which ones work? I gotta tell you, over the counter, I see zero. Zero. And I'm familiar with most of the fat burners out there. Most of them. I've reviewed them, or clients take them, or, we do our internal research on them. Unfortunately, and I wish there was a good one. I'd love to tell you guys, Dan, go buy that. Works great. Unfortunately, it doesn't. So what is the best fat burning stack that I would suggest? Well, number one, you have to be eating properly. You have to be eating the right foods at the right times in the right quantity. Full stop. If you are not doing that, if you are not eating the right foods at the right time in the right quantity, you're shit out of luck. Nothing will work. nothing will work, which is why most people are overweight and obese. Okay? Now, Sean, to your point, you can follow our 3 Weeks to Shredded program, which just might be the most effective fat loss program ever devised. And I don't say that as hyperbole. I say that because 3 Weeks to Shredded has been used at the highest levels of athletic competition in weight class restricted sports for 20 plus years with a 100% success ratio. So if nothing else, it's one of the best performing, statistically speaking. Could be the best. Could be the best. If you're interested in 3 Weeks to Shredded, simply go to thedolcediet.com. There might even be a link right now below this video. thedolcediet.com. Use the Dolce Nose discount code and save 20%. Good morning, my love. You look cute. I'll be up in a couple minutes, baby. My youngest just woke up with her little unicorn and her jammies and her little sleepy face. I love it. I love morning time. Morning time with young children is the cutest, most amazing thing ever. All right. So, what is most effective? A few times, I think, I've done 2 videos on this channel. I'm doing one right now on the Mike Dolce Knows channel, where we discuss caffeine. Caffeine is one of the most studied compounds. Now, you can get your caffeine primarily from coffee. In my recovery right now, the recovery is awesome. My recovery is all the way down to 112. And I'm talking. And I'm actually going faster than I normally do because I'm just excited. My recovery is already down at 112 though. So those of you who have been here for the beginning of Cardio Talk, you've actually seen now in real time my recovery just keep getting better and better as I'm getting more intense with my training. All right, time to ramp back up. So we speak about the benefits of caffeine as a powerful thermogenic agent, and you don't have to overdo caffeine. As little as 60 milligrams of caffeine has a thermogenic response. I would cap it out at 200 milligrams. Do your own research on proper milligram strength. We get our caffeine from black coffee. I'm sipping on half a cup of black coffee. We actually own our own coffee company called DolceCoffeeRoasters.com. We are a small batch, specialty, craft roasted coffee company with organic beans harvested from the high altitude of Peru, hand-picked from small family farms. Small batch, limited runs. It's a subscription service primarily, and a very good price point. But maybe if you're not yet on the subscription list, maybe you can get a bag or 2 a month. Maybe you're waitlisted. We only produce a certain number of bags per month. We're not trying to be Starbucks. We just want to provide high quality coffee. I'm gonna pop my arms here, make it a little going. Get this number higher and higher. It's actually harder for me now to get my heart rate. I'm still not even in the 50s yet. I'm like at 148 right now. Crushing. So I really got to start pushing. It just shows you how efficient my body's responding. My cardiovascular system, my cardiorespiratory system, so efficiently responding to everything I'm doing right now. Following the online platform, I'm following the meal plans on the online platform right now. Getting my early morning listen, which is just a simple 30-minute walk. Running my push-pull-leg split, which probably the recovery, I only got up to 148. 148, crushing these inclines. And the mountains keep getting taller and taller, by the way. But anyway, probably get down to like another 112, 115 recovery. We'll see. I'll try and really peak at the 160 plus next time. I only got a few rounds left. 3 rounds left. All right. Let me tie this up for you fat burners. And thank you guys for being here, for hanging out. I really love the time that we can hang out and talk together. I'd love to hear who's doing cardio right now with me, right? If you guys are doing cardio, if you're working out, maybe you're meal prepping, maybe you're at work. I'd love to hear where you guys are. And gals, I know a lot of ladies listening to cardio talks also. So, the caffeine from black coffee is ideal. We also spoke about the benefits of EGCG, gallo-catechin gallate, which is a polyphenol found in green tea. Now, what we have found, what science has uncovered, the utilization of caffeine plus EGCG, gallo-catechin gallate, EGCG from green tea, the combination has a threefold effect on fat loss. Now, this is real. This is something you'll see we program into our 3 weeks to shredded plans. You'll actually notice if you're following the online 3 weeks to shredded program, you'll notice DOLCE is suggesting I have a little bit of coffee and I have green tea. And you can have black tea instead of coffee, or you can just do more green tea. If you're coffee sensitive, that's fine. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, or not. It's not mandatory. It's just to really, going up the hill, to really maximize the benefits of that thermogenic lipotropic property. Now there's another compound called yohimbine. Yohimbine HCl, yohimbine hydrochloride. That is shown to be effective. And I think it is effective. The problem with yohimbine, it is so it's horrible to take. You feel terrible. Nausea, you want to vomit from it at low doses, below the therapeutic dose, so it's not even worth it. I've never actually been able to take enough yohimbine to actually achieve the true fat loss protocol. Never been able to do it. So I think we have to throw that off the list, but it's worth honorable mention. Now, the last piece is something that I'm probably going to test myself, which is high-dose L-Carnitine. Now, L-Carnitine has been popular. Really get my heart rate up now. It's been popular for decades. 30 plus years, L-Carnitine's been popular. Problem is, dramatically underdosed via oral administration. If your body doesn't destroy it all in the gut, you simply haven't consumed enough to yield any benefit. Right? So all the oral L-Carnitine products, not so good. But now, there is access to injectable L-Carnitine, which sounds crazy to some. But you can look at L-Carnitine the same way you look at vitamin B12 or a glutathione push or a vitamin C push. That many people will get a therapeutic IV, a Myers cocktail, a traditional sodium chloride bag. You'll see that very common. Well, now you can simply add an L-Carnitine push. I'm not saying do this, not medical advice. Speak with your doctor. This has to be medically prescribed, but very easy to get it by a doctor who understands, a wellness-focused doctor. So this is something I will consider down the road, not right now. I'm having too much success right now with my current lifestyle. My current eating program, I'm dropping fat every day, every week. Every week my body changes. My current training program, I'm still getting stronger, I'm still adding muscle. Every week I do my progress photos. It looks better. I look bigger, I look fuller, I look rounder. I keep getting stronger. I've gotten stronger every single workout since January 1st. I'm getting more vascular, I keep getting more ripped, right? But I'm slowly staging. If you watch last week's cardio talk, I told you how I'm staging my cardio routine. So go back and watch last week's cardio talk. And I teach you how to scale your cardio routine to maximize fat loss while minimizing the amount of time we actually have to do cardio and the energy we have to put into it. Up the hill. I get 2 more big hill sprints. I'm really going to push that. That one was down to 118, so recovery was down to 118. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty damn awesome. I really want to get this one up. I want to get blasted into the 160s at least. It's getting hard to push that high. I can really get after it now. Full sprint up a hill. And my heart's so efficient. My body's so efficient right now. So, as we get back to the flatlands, I'll speak a little more clearly and tie up the exact fat burning routine that you should consider, that I'm following right now. And a lot of what we do here is we teach you what we do. This is not some esoteric conversation in which we theorize and we throw out bullet points from disassociated studies like a lot of the other fitness influencers. We don't do that. We just tell you what works and what we do, what our athletes do. What we've seen to be most successful, so you can be most successful. Still trying to break 160, 158. Going and going and going and going and going. Come on now. My quads are burning. My lungs are not burning at all. 160, there we go. All right, cool. 161. If I go any faster, I feel like my feet are going to fall out of the little steps on this elliptical. Here we go. 5 more seconds. All right. Nice little recovery. All right. So to wrap it up, ideally, supplement-wise, water. Water, food, sleep. You got to prioritize those 3 first. Next, bliss. Get up and go for those 30-minute walks. First thing in the morning while fasted. That's the best place to start. We're only fasted once a day. First thing in the morning. We might as well take advantage of it and just go for a little walk around our neighborhood. Later in the day, we want to train with high intensity. Resistance training, martial arts training, field sport training, by design, is interval based, which is why we suggest low intensity, fasted training earlier in the day, because we will be performing higher intensity interval training while fed later in the day. So we're just trying to maximize the types of exercise we're performing. Once we have the sleep schedule, the food schedule, the hydration schedule, the exercise schedule locked in, well, then we can look to start adding thermogenic aids. But that is going to be 3 cups of coffee and 3 cups of green tea. Now, when I say coffee, half cups of coffee. Remember, we only need about 60 milligrams of caffeine per clip. That's just a few ounces of coffee. I typically drink a half cup, like a 4-ounce cup of coffee. I'm zooming, right? So I'll have 3 small cups of coffee, which is probably the equivalent to a cup and a half. You know, I just drink it more frequently to keep that thermogenic benefit of caffeine dripping into my system for the first 6 to 8 hours that I'm awake. I typically get up between 5 and 6. And then I'll drink green tea. So I'll go coffee, green tea, coffee, green tea, coffee, green tea. That'll be my day. So I'm having coffee, half a cup of coffee every 2 to 3 hours. And I'm having a cup of green tea, fresh brewed green tea, about an hour after my coffee and an hour before my next cup. Now, I'm not even built up to that yet. So right now, I'm 2 cups of coffee, 1 cup of green tea. And I'll go 2 coffee, 2 green tea, 3 coffee, 2 green tea, 3 coffee, 3 green tea. And I'll slowly scale that over time. All right, let me sprint here. About 42 seconds. This is too easy. You hear my feet coming out of this damn thing, right? Too easy. My quads are on fire because I have the tension is set so high. It's like it's a super steep incline right now. This is too easy, baby, too easy. All day, every day, and twice on Sundays. And then the cool down hits. So I hit 168 as the peak, which was easy. Too easy. Anyway, so hopefully this shows you. 45 years old, I'm out here crushing it. No excuses. No worries, no problems. Just hard work, focus. Now notice, I do these cardio talks so you guys can see, like, man, there he is again, there he is again, there he is again. Consistency. I simply show up. You just show up. Now, you might not have an elliptical in your house, no problem. You have a front door, walk out your front door. Look at Facebook Marketplace. Pick up a little exercise bike, in-house bike, treadmill, elliptical. I got mine. I got mine from some dude who was a retiree. He was moving down Florida, just trying to get rid of everything. Huge discount. I got a huge discount. That's what, that would be another side pro tip. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Check out the Mike Dolce Knows channel if you have not yet. New interview with Wes Watson, Life Beyond Bars. Dude spent 10 years in California federal prison. California state prison, excuse me, which is scary. Now he's a multi-millionaire. Definitely go check out that interview. I got filmed and 2 more interviews we've recorded already this week. The Mike Dolce Knows channel is about to explode. Go check it out, subscribe, bang, bang. Give this video a thumbs up if you have not yet. And until next time, my friends, boom.